Just with me to blick down my purpose, because when I blick down my purpose, I simultaneously help Mother Gaia blick down the ops. What it do, y'all? So today I'm sporting this really lovely, really nice vest. A nice cheetah print top, because we're going to be diving into Mother Gaia. Discussing this planetary body. I repeat, living planetary body. I'm also sporting these really lovely, really nice, really disgusting petroleum Lululemons to remind ourselves how we have been very irresponsible stewards of Mother Gaia. And my shirt is see-through for extra visibility on how Mother Gaia actually works. Gaia herself is a conscious, living planetary body, a superorganism, a regulating system, and therefore we must take care of her, just as we must take care of ourselves, as within, so without, as above, so below. Mother Gaia's systems actually mirror our own body systems. So we're going to dive into a little bit of systems theory from this aspect, from the aspect of the Gaia hypothesis, which was formulated by James Lovelock and Lynn Margulies. They essentially describe Earth as a complex, synergistic, aka united force, system where life and the environment actually co-evolve together to maintain living conditions, aka homeostasis, which is essentially finding the equilibrium and balance within all things on a planetary scale. Let's discuss how Mother Gaia's body works. Just as a human has the circulatory system, Mother Gaia has the water cycle and ocean currents in her hydrosphere. In the human system, we have our blood that transports all of our nutrients and our oxygen and heat. Within Mother Gaia, she has rivers, evaporation, rain, snow, groundwater, ocean currents that do the same thing, distributing water, minerals, nutrients, and regulating temperature. Our own blood pressure issues would equate to Mother Gaia's own floods and droughts imbalances. Essentially, all the ocean and the current are like the heart pumping via thermohaline circulation. Next, we have the human respiratory system, which acts like Mother Gaia's atmosphere and forests in her biosphere. Our lungs exchange O2 and CO2. Mother Gaia's forests, phytoplankton, and the whole biosphere breathe via photosynthesis and respiration. Wind patterns and air jet streams are like airflow. When we have pollution or deforestation, that equates to the asthma or reduced lung capacity of Mother Gaia. Next, we have our digestive system within the human body, which equates to Mother Gaia's soil, tectonic plates, and volcanoes. As we all know, like, and understand, the gut breaks down food, absorbs nutrients, and expels waste. On Mother Gaia, we have soil and sediment processing organic matter with microbes. That is basically the Earth's microbiome, which is extremely vast. The volcanoes and the tectonic plates are going to be more dramatic digestion. Eruptions actually release gases and minerals, just like when a human being has an eruption, things are released. Things are cleansed. Mother Gaia's hot springs actually act like acid. Us human beings on Mother Gaia actually act as nervous system or immune moderators, especially too when we combine ourselves with ethical AI. We have our immune system, which is going to equate to Mother Gaia's weather extremes in the atmosphere and the wildfires in her biosphere, and microbial regulation. As humans, our white blood cells fight invaders. Then Mother Gaia storms, hurricanes, wildfires, microbial shifts all clear out imbalances, with her bacteria in the clouds or soil helping to regulate via feedback loops. Human activity can disrupt this, leading to autoimmune issues like climate instability. Then we have our nervous system and our brain, which equates to Mother Gaia's ecosystems, mycelial networks, and humans, her biosphere. Just as our neurons fire signals, the mycelium network underground forms vast communication networks sharing nutrients and warning signs between plants. Within Mother Gaia, we have the coral reefs, the wetlands, and the biodiversity hotspots as brain regions. And as we're figuring out, we can develop weather manipulation through cloud seeding and geoengineering. With the clouds are basically microbiome or bacteria. So when we can manipulate the weather patterns, will be essentially a planetary neural network or conscious layer, sensing, deciding, and acting on Gaia's body. But like the brain, we can actually risk over control or seizures with unintended consequences. We've seen a little bit of this already with Area 51, and we have all these weird earthquakes happening in a very centralized point, but at different levels underground that don't really make sense. Well, it's probably because something's happening over there where they're trying to manipulate things underground, and it's backfiring within the secret space programs and the transnational crime organization reverse engineering of ET technology. A few other main systems to consider would be the hormonal system that humans have equates to the biochemical cycles that Mother Gaia has. Our own reproductive and growth system equates to Gaia's evolution and plate tectonics in the geosphere. Our own skeletal and muscular system equates to Mother Gaia's crust and mantle and core, her geosphere. Our own personal microbiome equates to Mother Gaia's total biosphere. Essentially, we cannot ignore anymore that Mother Gaia is a living planetary body, and if we do ignore that, we will perish, because she will shake us off like fleas. When we pollute, when we destroy habitats, when we drive climate chaos, when we run on fossil fuels instead of free energy from the zero-point quantum vacuum grid, essentially, guys, we also are being overpowered by the industrial military complex. We are treating Earth, Mother Gaia, as an endless resource to painfully harvest instead of our own living, breathing mother. Gaia will self-correct. She will self-correct. I repeat. Our own human-made catastrophes will increase. And it was Dr. Stephen Greer who warned that Earth may cast off her burden, like shaking fleas off a dog. There can be cataclysmic Earth-made events, specifically to volcanic chains like the Ring of Fire, where we would have massive tectonic shifts and huge storms to shake off fleas and restore balance. Mother Gaia has already done this with all the different ice ages and this and that, where life persists, but civilizations don't always persist. We are not separate from Gaia, we are actually part of Gaia. We are made from her minerals and her nutrients, her water, her air, and also she's the magnet that keeps our node within our heart pumping the electricity through the blood through our body. So essentially, humans are not separate from Mother Gaia. We're like living, breathing cells on her body. And therefore, we actually must become true stewards as God has intended. We must essentially heal our ecosystems, evolve with ethical AI, and use our neural network powers responsibly, reducing harm, and live in reverence. This directly ties into SON, our symbiotic abundance network, through zero-point energy global symbiosis, which could essentially be understood as humanity's consciousness extension and technological amplification of Gaia's intelligence. We must nurture Mother Gaia as she nurtures us, to see the Earth as an extension of ourselves. That is how we will thrive together. And yeah, so that's the fit. Hope you all enjoyed.